Have you ever stopped to think why so many long-term marriages start showing signs of wear after the age of 60? Today, we're diving into a delicate topic that touches the hearts of many women in their golden years. The emotional distancing that occurs in long-term relationships and how it profoundly impacts our health and well-being. Maria, one of our viewers, shared a story that might resonate with you. After 40 years of marriage, she realized her relationship had become something entirely different from the dream it once was. The meaningful conversations, once filled with connection and discovery, had turned into superficial exchanges about household chores and routine commitments. The sparkle in her eyes when she looked at her partner had been replaced by silent exhaustion, an invisible burden she carried alone. This isn't just an isolated complaint. Studies conducted by Stanford University reveal that more than 65% of women over 60 report a significant decline in marital satisfaction. What's most interesting is that this shift doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of years of small erosions in the couple's emotional connection. What many don't realize is that this emotional distancing directly impacts our health. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that strained relationships can elevate cortisol levels, the stress hormone, affecting our blood pressure, sleep quality, and even our immunity. It's as if our bodies are sending clear signals about something our minds try to ignore. As you listen to this, I imagine memories and feelings might be surfacing. Perhaps you identify with the sense of invisibility, that impression that your daily efforts go unnoticed. Or maybe you recognize the weight of invisible emotional labor that includes remembering important dates, maintaining family harmony, and being the tireless manager of everyone's needs except your own. But today, we're not just here to pinpoint the problem. Together, we'll explore the deeper reasons behind these changes and, more importantly, uncover paths to reclaim your emotional vitality. Understanding this process is a first step toward transforming it. In the next few minutes, I'll share valuable insights on how aging affects our relationships, based on decades of research and real-life experiences. We'll talk about what no one usually mentions, the small daily erosions, the silent emotional overload, and how all of this intensifies after retirement. The most important thing for you to know is this: you are not alone on this journey. Your experiences, your feelings, and your concerns are valid. And yes, there are ways to recover the connection, reclaim your self-esteem, and build a more balanced relationship, even after so many years together. Get ready for an open and supportive conversation about a topic that needs more discussion in our society. Because aging doesn't mean accepting relationships that diminish us. On the contrary, it's a time to recognize our worth and seek the happiness we deserve. You probably noticed how your relationship has changed over the years. The silence that was once comfortable now feels heavy as lead. The small irritations of daily life begin to feel like insurmountable mountains. Do you know why? Because you've grown, you've evolved, but maybe your relationship has stayed stuck in time. Let's talk about something you feel, but perhaps have never been able to put into words. It's that sense of invisibility that grows with every automatic, yes, dear, your husband utters without even looking at you. It's the exhaustion of being the only one to remember doctor's appointments, grandchildren's birthdays, and bills to pay. It's as if you become a manager of a company called family, but without recognition, breaks, or a raise. That feeling of talking to a wall, that your needs, dreams, and concerns seem to hit a barrier of indifference, it's not your imagination. It's a clear sign that something needs to change. Studies show that women our age often report feeling unheard or not truly understood by their partners. And when retirement arrives, the moment that should bring freedom often turns into suffocation. Suddenly, your husband is home all the time, expecting you to entertain him, organize his days, and be his walking calendar. Your personal space, that little corner of peace you had during the day, seems to have vanished. The impact of this on your health is real and significant. When you suppress your frustrations and repress your needs, your body responds. Your blood pressure rises, your sleep deteriorates, and your anxiety increases. Your body is trying to tell you something important. You deserve more, you deserve better. But before you think I'm suggesting some dramatic upheaval, I want you to understand something fundamental. Recognizing these signs doesn't mean your marriage is over. It means it's time to reclaim your voice, your space, and your identity within a relationship. Many women ask me, but what if it's too late? My dear, it's never too late to start valuing yourself. It's never too late to set healthy boundaries. It's never too late to teach those around you how you deserve to be treated. The secret lies in small daily changes. Start by paying attention to how you feel. That tightness in your chest when your husband dismisses something important to you, that irritation when he expects you to handle everything, these are signals that deserve your attention. I'll share a truth I've learned from thousands of women our age. When we start valuing ourselves, when we stop accepting crumbs of attention and affection, something magical happens. The people around us begin to treat us differently. Not because they've changed, but because we've changed the way we allow ourselves to be treated. In the next section, we'll discuss practical actions you can start taking today to transform this reality. Because you deserve a relationship that helps you thrive, not one that makes you wither. A relationship that adds life to your years, not just years to your life. Now that you've recognized these signs in your relationship, let's talk about something even more important. How to reclaim your inner strength and establish healthy boundaries. Because, my dear, you weren't born to be someone's shadow. You were born to shine with your own light. You know that feeling of guilt that weighs on your chest when you think about doing something just for yourself? It's time to transform that guilt into self-care. Studies conducted in the U.S. show that women who dedicate at least 1 hour a day to themselves experience lower stress levels and improve quality of life. This isn't selfishness. It's emotional survival. Start with small steps. Set aside a moment in your day just for you. It could be half an hour to read that book waiting on your nightstand. Go for a solo walk, or simply sit in silence with a cup of your favorite tea. The important thing is that it's a moment truly yours, without interruptions, without demands. Nutrition also plays a key role in this process of transformation. When we feel emotionally overwhelmed, we tend to neglect our nutrition. But a well-nourished body is more resistant to emotional stress. Include magnesium-rich foods like almonds, pumpkin seeds, and dark leafy greens. They are true allies in combating anxiety that arises during moments of marital tension. You need to understand a fundamental truth. Your worth does not depend on your husband's approval. When you start treating yourself with more respect, something magical happens. Those around you, including your partner, begin to realize they need to adapt to your new stance. Set clear boundaries, but do it with serenity. When your husband interrupts your reading or your moment of rest, respond calmly. This is my time to take care of myself. We can talk later. At first, it may feel awkward, even intimidating, but remember, you are teaching people how you want to be treated. The practice of mindful breathing can be your ally in these moments. 3 deep breaths before responding to an irritating situation can make all the difference. This small pause gives you the power to choose how to react instead of just responding automatically. Your body also holds emotional memories. When you're constantly tense, your muscles become stiff, your posture changes, even your digestion is affected. That's why movement is essential. Dance alone in the living room. Do gentle stretches. Allow your body to release those built-up tensions. If your husband complains about your new activities or tries to make you feel guilty, respond firmly and lovingly. Taking care of myself helps me be a better person for everyone around me. There's no need for conflict. Just stay steadfast in your decisions. You've likely heard the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. It has never been more relevant. When you start treating yourself with kindness and respecting your own limits, you naturally create a healthier environment in your relationship. And the most beautiful part, you'll discover that true change begins from within. And remember, there's no age limit to start over, to rediscover yourself, to learn to say no with love and yes to yourself. Every small step toward self-care is a victory worth celebrating. There's profound wisdom that emerges when we start honoring our own story. That discomfort you feel isn't a sign of failure. It's an awakening. It's your heart telling you that it's time to rewrite your story with more self-love and less sacrifice. The secret lies in recognizing that every phase of life brings its own gifts. This is your time to flourish, to rediscover who you are beyond the roles of wife, mother, and grandmother. The years have gifted you with a unique wisdom, a deeper perspective on life. Use that wisdom to your advantage. When you wake up in the morning, before starting your routine of caring for others, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what does my heart need today? That simple question can completely transform your day. Sometimes, the answer will be as simple as a few minutes of silence with a cup of green tea, rich in antioxidants that nourish your body while you nurture your soul. Research shows that women who maintain their individuality within marriage experience lower levels of anxiety and a higher quality of life. It's not about separation. It's about healthy integration. Like a tree that needs its own space to grow strong roots, you also need your own space to thrive. Pay attention to how your body reacts to moments of tension in your relationship. That pain in your neck? That persistent insomnia? They're signs that your body is asking for change. A diet rich in magnesium and tryptophan, found in pumpkin seeds, almonds, and bananas, can be your ally in these moments, helping to restore emotional balance. Cultivate your inner garden. Dedicate time to activities that nourish your soul. It could be gentle yoga, reading a good book, or simply sitting in your garden watching the flowers. These practices aren't luxuries. They're investments in your emotional and physical health. If your husband complains about these changes, respond with calmness. My well-being is important for our family, too. You don't need to justify your need for self-care. A woman at peace with herself radiates an energy that transforms her entire environment. Remember, your value doesn't diminish with age. It multiplies with each lived experience, every challenge overcome. Those wrinkles in the mirror, they're marks of a life rich in stories, of moments that shaped you into the wise woman you are today. True transformation happens when you begin treating yourself with the same care and respect you've always given others. It's like tending to a garden. Some plants need pruning, others need more sunlight, but all require consistent attention and love. Your relationship can transform, but that transformation starts with you. When you learn to set boundaries with love, express your needs clearly, and honor your own space, something magical happens. The people around you begin to see you differently, not as someone always available, but as someone who deserves respect and consideration. Now is the time to look inward and recognize your inner strength. This stage of life isn't about growing old. It's about flourishing with wisdom. You've cared for so many people, dedicated countless hours of your life to others. Now it's time to direct some of that energy toward your own growth. Did you know your body sends you important signals? That tension in your shoulders when your husband makes dismissive comments. The headache that follows frustrating arguments. These are your body's warnings that change is needed. A diet rich in omega-3s, found in fish like sardines and salmon, can be your ally during this period of transformation, helping reduce the inflammation caused by emotional stress. Start your day with a ritual just for you. Before everyone else wakes up, take a few minutes to sit quietly with a cup of chamomile or lavender tea. This sacred moment is your safe haven, where you can breathe deeply and reconnect with your essence. This isn't selfishness. It's self-love in its purest form. When your husband resists your changes, remember, you're not asking for permission to exist. Your pursuit of balance and well-being is a fundamental right. Use short, direct statements. I need this moment for myself, or this is my self-care space. These aren't explanations. They're declarations of self-love. The power of movement is transformative. A simple daily walk, even for just 15 minutes, can completely shift your energy. While walking, observe nature, take deep breaths, feel the sun on your face. This is your moment of liberation, where negative thoughts can be left behind. Take care of your nutrition as an act of self-respect. Choose foods that bring energy and vitality. Colorful fruits, fresh vegetables, lean proteins. Each meal is an opportunity to show self-love. A well-nourished body has more strength to face emotional challenges. Allow yourself to feel that sadness that sometimes tightens your chest. Don't ignore it. Tears have a healing power. But don't get lost in them. Use them as fuel for your transformation. The practice of gratitude, even in difficult times, can be your anchor. Thank for the wisdom the years have brought you, for the strength you discovered you have. Create your circle of support. Other women going through the same transformation can be a source of strength and inspiration. Share your experiences, Listen to other stories. There's immense power in knowing we are not alone in this journey. Remember, you are writing a new chapter of your story. It's not about erasing the past, but about creating a present more aligned with who you've become. Every small act of self-care is a page in this new story. And when the night comes, create a ritual to close your day. A few minutes of gentle stretching, deep breathing, maybe a song that touches your soul. Thank for another day of discoveries and growth. You're on the right path, the path of self-love and wisdom. The best age is a precious moment of rediscovery. It's when we finally understand that we don't need to carry the world on our shoulders. That inner voice that whispers asking for more space, more respect, more self-love, it's your compass for a fuller life. The years have brought you unique wisdom. Use it to nourish your inner garden first. Each morning is a new opportunity to choose peace over conflict, serenity over agitation. A cup of mint tea with ginger could be your morning ritual, bringing mental clarity and calming possible anxieties. Your heart has stored many stories over the years, some sweet, some not so much. But every experience has shaped you into the extraordinary woman you are today. When your husband tries to belittle your achievements or invalidate your feelings, take a deep breath and remember, your story is valuable, your experience is sacred. The art of silence may be your greatest ally. Not the silence of someone who is quiet out of fear, but the powerful silence of someone who knows their worth. When others' words try to destabilize you, wrap yourself in the protective cloak of your wise silence. A serene smile often says more than 1,000 words. Feed your body with wisdom. A diet rich in antioxidants, strawberries, blueberries, walnuts, not only strengthens your immune system, but also your emotional resilience. Every conscious meal is an act of self-love, a moment of connection with your essence. Cultivate moments of sacred solitude, that corner of the house where you can simply be, without demands, without expectations. Decorate with elements that bring peace. Perhaps a plant, a soft cushion, an essential oil diffuser with lavender. This is your personal sanctuary. Learn to say no as easily as you always said yes. No elaborate explanations are needed. Today it won't be possible is a complete answer. Your time and energy are precious resources. Distribute them wisely. And when criticism comes, whether from your husband, children, or society, let it flow off you like water. You don't need to absorb opinions that don't resonate with your inner truth. Like an old, wise tree, keep your roots firm in your own value. The mirror now reflects a woman who has lived, loved, suffered, and grown. Every line on your face tells a story of overcoming. Don't let anyone diminish your journey or question your choices. You've made it this far. That alone is an extraordinary victory. True transformation happens in the silence of your heart. When you decide to honor your own truth above others' expectations. It's a gentle, gradual process, like the blooming of a flower. There's no rush. You have all the time in the world to bloom at your own pace. We've reached the most precious moment of our conversation. Everything we've shared up to now has one purpose: to awaken in you the awareness of your own value. This phase of life is a gift, a chance to live with more wisdom and fewer constraints. Your heart already knows the way. That restlessness you feel is not a sign that something is wrong. It's a call for evolution. It's your soul asking for space to breathe, to bloom, to be who you truly are. Nourishing your body at this moment is essential. A well-cared-for body supports a strong mind. Include in your routine foods that bring vital energy, vibrant fruits like pomegranate and blueberries, dark leafy greens, nutritious seeds. Every conscious meal is an act of self-love. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Thousands of women are discovering their inner power, learning to set healthy boundaries, honoring their own truth. Every small step towards self-care is a victory that deserves to be celebrated. The change you seek in your relationship starts within you. When you treat yourself with love and respect, you teach others how they should treat you. It's not about revolution, it's about evolution. A gentle yet profound transformation that comes from self-knowledge and blooms into wisdom. This is your moment. Don't wait for permission to be happy. Don't delay your inner peace. Life is too precious to be lived halfway. You deserve a relationship that helps you grow, that respects your space, that celebrates your essence. Dear friend who watched me up to here, your presence has been a gift. Now I'd like to make you a special invitation. Share your story in the comments. How did this conversation touch your heart? What changes are you already feeling the urge to make in your life? Leave your like on this video. It helps other women find this message of transformation. Subscribe to the Best Age channel to continue our journey together. Here you'll find a safe space to grow, learn, and rediscover yourself. And don't forget, activate the bell to receive more content on health, well-being, and wisdom for the best age. Each video is thoughtfully designed to support you on this journey of self-discovery and growth. We'll meet in the next video with more precious tips for a full and balanced life. Until then, take care of yourself with love. You deserve all the kindness in the world. A warm hug filled with light from the Best Age team.